people. Now, I'm not in nature, but I got a little message and I hope it resonates later. Yeah, literally, this is a quick motivational video. I just want to talk about how why we shouldn't compare ourselves to anyone else, and how why we shouldn't be watching other people. You know what I mean? For me, it's a very dangerous game when you start to compare and you start to watch other people, because you end up comparing. You can end up becoming jealous. You start to get envy in your heart. You know what I mean? And you might not have been that person growing up. Because you're so focused on other people and what they're doing. Your eyes are so focused on everyone else. You've taken your eyes off what you got to do. You know what I mean? So when you come back to your reality now, you start to look around. You start to question, like, yo, what's going on? Or why haven't I got this? Why haven't I got that? But you got to understand, because you're so caught up in another person as well. You're so caught up in what they're doing, what they got. You know what I'm trying to say? You got to understand everyone's on their own journey. Everyone's writing their own exam. You know what I mean? Everyone's got their own story. You know what I mean? But because the system has put us, the system made us feel like we're all in this one bubble together, and we got to get to this stage, this level. You know what I mean? By a certain age and whatever not, and that's what the system's done. Its program has fucked us up. So we ended up, after school and stuff like that, we end up comparing and fighting. You know what I mean? We end up comparing and trying to like get to this stage. Even in work, it happens at work. There's no different. Like the mindset, when I realized people's mindset at work is the same from school. You know what I mean? There's nothing different at work. The only different thing at work here is that you're getting paid. But everyone's mindset is still the same. That's what the system set up. It's the program us to think a certain way. You know what I mean? So we can move a certain way. But you got to understand, we're all on our own journey. We all got our own exam paper. We're all writing our own paper. We're all doing, you know what I mean? We're all living our own story. We're here to inspire others. And we all got different stories. We can't inspire each other. We can't inspire others by trying to do the same thing. You know what I mean? That's what the system has fucked us up with. They wanted us to think that we're all in the same boat, like I'm saying. But yeah, the comparing, it's a dangerous game, man. It's a very dangerous game to play, because you end up forgetting your thing. Like I said, you end up forgetting your thing. You're taking your eyes off your reality. You're focusing on another person's reality. You start to question, oh, why have they got that and I haven't got this? You know what I mean? Or why, it's, you know what I mean? Life's not like that. Life's not like that. One man can be up today and then he's down tomorrow, and then vice versa. He can be down today and then up tomorrow. You know what I'm trying to say? So you just got to understand, like, you got to focus on your craft. I'm not saying you can't watch other people. Of course you can. You can watch people to get advice, to get a bit, like, to get inspired. You know what I mean? Because that's the whole point. We're here to inspire each other from our story and from our experiences. But for you to tap into your story, you got to focus on you. You got to know your story. Okay, cool. This is my path. But like I said, from school, the system's chucked us in this one bubble and make us believe that we're all trying to get to this one bit. So we end up competing and comparing and going against each other. That's the whole point. It started from school, and then you go to work, same thing. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember, we're all on our own path. We're all in our own lane. Focus on your thing. The more you focus on you, the more you tap into yourself, more you realize you realize your skills, your uniqueness. You know what I mean? You realize your own ability. And then you just keep going, you know what I mean? But when you're so focused on another man's thing, you end up turning jealous, you end up getting envy in your heart, you know what I mean? And you, like I said, you might not have been that person growing up. You could have had a good heart growing up, but because you're so focused on everyone else around you, when you come back to your reality now, you realize nothing's happening in your reality. And you start to question, why, I'm not good enough, or this and that and that. That's how people that's how people get jealous. And they want to start taking from another brother and another sister. You know what I'm saying? But that's what the system's done. The system's made us believe, oh yeah, by this age you gotta have this, by that age you gotta have that. So everyone's fighting and chasing. But life's not like that. Life is not like that. You gotta focus on your thing, and just like make sure that you try to pattern your thing as much as possible. So when another person, look at you, they can get inspired, like, oh, okay, that's their story. Oh, that's their story. That's their story. You know what I'm saying? From growing up, I always got told, never question or never watch another person. Never ask, why they've got that and I haven't got that. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know their story. You don't know how they got it. You don't know what background they came from. You know what I mean? Just embrace your story and understand that we all came from somewhere. We all came from somewhere. And the whole point of life is to, live your story and create greatness. So when you do get to the end now, you can leave greatness, and you can leave greatness for other people to watch and get inspired by like, wow, okay, he went through that, or I had a similar kind of, you know what I mean? But like I said, the system is chucked us in a boat from school. It's chucked us in like a little boat from school, and made us all think that we're all on the same boat. We're competing, trying to get to this bit. But life's not like that. We're all on our own little path. You know what I mean? You just got to tap into yourself and really find out who you are. You get me? So yeah, man, just a little quick just a little quick motivational video. You know what I mean? Just to like anyone that's doubting themselves and they're watching other people, just to let you know it's a dangerous game to watch other people. You start going against your brothers, you start going against your sister, your friends, because you're so focused on other people. It's enviness. You start to get envy in your heart. You know what I mean? And you start to question, oh, why haven't I got this? Why ain't this happening for me? Because of your heart, the way you look at things. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure you have a pure heart. You know, instead of asking why they got that, be happy for them, clap for them. I say, yeah, one day I wish I can, not wish, but one day I'm gonna make sure that I can get that, or one day I can get to that stage. But you just have to make sure that you have to understand that your thing take time. You know what I mean? You can't rush, because that person's there by that person's there at that age, and you might be a bit older than them, but they've got something quicker than you, and they're younger. That doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything. Possessions are materialistic things that don't mean nothing. We're all here to tell our story and to inspire people, you know what I mean, and to find out who we are. It's not about, oh, I got this and I got that. You know what I mean? So for me, just stay true to yourself, stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Obviously you can watch other people, but you can get inspired. Like I said, you can get inspired. You know what I mean? Get some advice, get some tips like, oh, okay, cool, okay. But make sure that you do your thing the way you do your thing. Tap into your own ability, your own uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? You're writing your own exam. We're not all writing the same exam paper. That's what life's told us from school. So it made us believe, oh, by this age I gotta have a house, or by this age I gotta have. Nah, life's not like that. That's the fuck of us. That's the fuck of us, and program us, and then that's when we go against each other and start fighting and competing. But yeah, man, for me, I just want to leave a little message. Like I said, just stay in your lane and embrace who you are. Embrace your story. Embrace where you came from. Embrace where you are now, and embrace where you're heading. But make sure you live in the now. Try to live in the now as much as possible. Enjoy today. And just be grateful and be thankful for what you got. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's just a quick video. I hope everyone's good. Look after yourself. Peace.